So this video is going to be a bit different. It's about Mario Kart Tour. As controversial as this game is, one aspect that is generally liked is the many alternate costumes for characters. But these designs can also vary in quality. And in this video, I'm going to be ranking over 100 of these different costumes. I'm just going to give them a ranking from 1 to 10, 1 being what were they thinking, and 10 being damn, he looks cool. One thing I should mention, I'm not going to be counting recolors. Like, I don't know if you want to hear my opinion about Red Yoshi and Blue Yoshi and Orange Yoshi. That just sounds very boring. Anyways, this video is probably going to be very long, so I'm just going to get right into it. First up, Mario Musician. Now Mario looks real nice here. I love the black fedora and the red striped suit, and one of his trick animations is him dabbing, and I think that's awesome. Metal Mario. This used to just be Mario with the metal cap, but he slowly started to become like this sort of clone of Mario. Anyway, he's just Mario but dipped in silver paint. I think the lack of pupils in his eyes looks kind of cool though, but it's not really that special. Peach Kimono. This one I'm not a huge fan of, but it's still nice looking. There's another Peach costume like this later on that I like a lot more, but I think the kimono outfit still looks pretty with the whole cherry blossom pattern and all. Mario Hakama. It's a nice costume and all, but it's just a personal preference, not really feeling this costume. Rosalina Halloween. Pretty spectacular for the first Halloween skin. Purple surprisingly fits Rosalina well, and I love the little pumpkin on the witch hat. King Boo Luigi's Mansion. This is just King Boo, but cooler. The jewel crown and the dark purple eyes makes him look actually a bit creepy. Peach Vacation. As the name suggests, this is what Peach would wear if she went on a vacation. And it fits pretty well with the big sun hat and all. I think it nails the tropical vibe pretty well, but I think all it's missing is sunglasses. Shy Guy Souffle Chef. Now, I love this guy. I want him to cook for me every day. I'm sure he won't secretly poison me. And I just love the fact that he's so small and makes the whisk comically large for him. Okay, so I decided to include all the colors since they're pretty much the same other than that. But the way I organized this makes them look like the Chaos Emeralds. So these toads are wearing the outfit those guys wear at the pit stop who change like your tires and stuff. I think it's a solid design. Maybe some fake brand symbols like they have in Mario Kart 8 would have added some charm. And in case you're curious, the red one looks the best. Mario Santa. It's Mario, but he got a job as a mall Santa. Really not much to say here. The black mustache with the white eyebrows does look kind of odd. So Pink Gold Peach. This one is very infamous for being stupid. Like, why? I guess I'll judge it for what it is. The pink gold looks appealing, but that's literally the only thing that differentiates her from being a regular Peach. Daisy Holiday Cheer. Unlike Mario, she actually has a unique Christmas outfit that's not just Santa. Overall, pretty nice design with the whole red and white color scheme going on. And I like the mistletoe on the hat as well. Waluigi Bus Driver. Okay, now imagine Waluigi, but British. Somehow he has both all the drip and zero drip at the same time. The suspenders, the shirt, and especially the purple and yellow tie looks real nice, but the red kilt pants looks kind of ridiculous. For anyone watching this in London, is this what bus drivers actually dress like? If so, why? I would say make the pants and hat purple to make it more Waluigi, but everyone would just make William Afton jokes. Yoshi Reindeer. Man, Yoshi got some pretty bad costumes in this game. One of which is this one. It's Yoshi, but he got antlers, a collar, and a Rudolph nose. I'm not against this whole reindeer approach for Yoshi, but I feel like this could have been designed a lot better. Maybe add like a wool vest or something. Party Time Pauline. This is one of the most creative costume designs. I love everything from the stars and hearts in her hair to the disco ball pattern top. Pretty much flawless design. Koopa Free Running. I mean, it's literally a Koopa Troopa, but he's wearing a backwards hat. And they made 5 different colors, including a gold one. Why? I don't know. I mean, the hat looks cool, I guess. So Mario Happy. I do like the design on this one. I don't know what it's called that he's wearing on his head, but it looks cool. But I don't like how you can see his chubby toes. Ignoring that, I rate this a 7. Party Time Toad. This design is almost perfect. I think the blue glitter vest, the red bow tie, and the Mario mustache cosplay going on is real nice. What brings it down, IMO, is that hat. I hate that hat. Get rid of the hat and it's good. Peach Wintertime. This is probably my favorite Peach costume that comes from Odyssey. It's a real nice winter coat and hat, and the white bow is a nice touch. Penguin Luigi. I don't know, I think he looks a bit too goofy for my taste. I think that penguin suit is more fitting for Mario and the Toads because they're just like short and chubby little guys. Ice Mario. I don't know why he's an alternate costume. It's Mario when he gets the ice flower from Mario Galaxy, and I wish he looked as good in the game as he does in the render. In the game with the lighting, he looks pretty bad. Actually, in some of the courses, he looks green. which is really weird. That being said, I do like the transparent glass look for Mario. Baby Peach Cherub. In general, I don't like Baby Peach. She just annoys me very much. But I guess this costume is pretty neat. The bow and arrow looks cool though, but that's not even part of the dress. Rosalina Aurora? Wow, this might be like one of the best in the whole game. The Aurora dress is like magnificent, and I love the diamonds in the hair. They really cooked with this costume. Wario Hiker, he's a bit overshadowed because he came out the same time as Aurora did, but I still think the design is pretty neat, especially the purple knitted sweater. Classic Mario. I think it's neat that this is based off of the colors from the Mario Brothers arcade game, but I don't really like this color scheme for Mario. The tones of red and blue they chose don't really look appealing when they're put together, in my opinion. Classic Luigi. On the other hand, I really like this design. I think the green goes a lot better with the blue than the red from Mario does, but at the end of the day, it's still Luigi, just with different colors. Baby Rosalina Detective. I don't like the existence of Baby Rosalina, but I think this costume is pretty neat despite who's wearing it. The best part is probably the star-shaped magnifying glass. One thing they did that I love is that in one of the renders, you could see a Hammer Bro through the magnifying glass, hinting him to being added to the game next tour, which I thought was pretty cool. But I'm not counting that toward the rating. Oh, Yoshi Egg Hunt. This might be my least favorite in the whole game. What is this? This just rubs me the wrong way. Like I'm playing as someone who was born 10 seconds ago. And the Easter egg pattern looks pretty ugly. He also gives me the impression of a grown adult cosplaying as a newborn, and that makes me very uncomfortable. This is our first ever one. Mario Builder. Not much to say, it's just how Mario looks in Mario Maker. It's a solid design though, the yellow and red go together pretty nicely. Builder Toad. This one I really wish there was more to this design because it's just Toad but with a helmet and a belt. They would have done millions if they just gave him a uniform along with the hat. Daisy Fairy. This like actually fits Daisy so well. I mean, her name is Daisy, and she's like a flower fairy pixie or whatever it's called. I think it's a pretty flower dress, and I like the flowers on the flower crown are like actual daisies. Mario Chef? Not much to say. I mean, this is exactly what Mario would look like if he was a chef, but he still looks real nice. And he gets bonus points for the frying pan. Gold Dry Bones. So this is the start of them just getting Mario characters and dipping them in gold. They're usually pretty nothing, but Gold Dry Bones actually doesn't look half bad. What does it for me is the fact that he's a skeleton, and the idea of a gold skeleton is just badass. And the blue eyes look cool too. Gold Dry Bowser. Now this is even cooler. Same reasons for Gold Dry Bones, but I have to point out the blue glow coming from the shell. Excellent. God, that looks cool. Peach Wedding. Wedding dresses look really nice, so this costume also looks really nice. That's pretty much it. Rosalina Swimwear. This one is very, to put it lightly, popular, but I think for some good reasons, like it's a very appealing design. We have a blue swim dress with a red star pattern, and she even got a flower in her hair, which is neat. Mario Swimwear, on the other hand. Oh. He has never looked so unable to swim in his life. He can swim faster than like an Olympic athlete, yet here he is, wearing a tube, flippers, and a diving mask. He just looks ridiculous. The design is all over the place. Captain Toad. I've always liked Captain Toad as a character, and his design partially contributes to it. I find the headlamp around his big dome to be the most charming part about him. Toadette Explorer. I actually like her more than Captain Toad, just a little bit, maybe just because I like Toadette slightly more than Toad. Wario Cowboy. Sadly, this is the last alternate costume of Wario, but I think they went out in style. His cowboy outfit from Mario Party 2 got translated pretty well in HD. Bowser Jr. Pirate. Bowser Jr.'s only alternate costume, sadly, but I think he looks cute. Maybe I would have liked it if he had a little pirate coat, but I can't be too picky because, come on, he's just a little pirate. He's a little guy. Daisy Yukata. I love the design on the Yukata where you got flowers because, again, Daisy. And what appears to be like ocean waves on the bottom, that's pretty cool. Excellent. The Cheep Cheep mask is neat too. Mario SNES. I appreciate the callback to his sprite from Super Mario Kart, but in game he looks pretty out of place, since instead of being a 3D model, they changed a 2D sprite depending on the camera angle. I do have a soft spot for the look of Super Nintendo games though. Mario Sunshine. Ladies and gentlemen, we found peak. If you couldn't tell by my profile picture, I am quite obsessed with Sunshine Mario. Let's just go from top to bottom. You got the cool blue sunglasses, the flashy Shine Sprite Hawaiian shirt. The overalls are replaced with jeans that are comically high, and just this render of him adjusting his sunglasses just emits such energy. It's a costume that's worth collecting every blue coin in Mario Sunshine to obtain. Without any bias whatsoever, it's a 10. Shy Guy Gold, and just like that, we go from peak to what the hell. One of my least favorites just because it's kind of creepy, not in a good way either. The fact that this render makes the inside of the mask even more empty looking than a regular Shy Guy just kind of creeps me out. I'll give it a 2 at least because the gold looks kind of nice, but I just don't like how he's staring into my soul. Mario Halloween. I think this design is really charming, but it's a bit all over the place. Like, I don't know exactly who he is supposed to be, and I wish they replaced his normal shirt overalls with something more Halloween-y. He still looks very charming though. Peach Halloween. Like Halloween Mario, I wish they did more for Peach Halloween's costume. Like, other than the wand, cape, and witch hat, it's just regular Peach. They should have done a different dress like they did with Rosalina's Halloween costume. Gold King Boo. I mean, it's King Boo, but it's gold. That's it. I guess it's cool that the crown is silver, but really nothing interesting here. Peach Explorer. Just another cool Peach outfit from Mario Odyssey. Has real Indiana Jones vibe that I like. Builder Luigi. It's Luigi's outfit in Mario Maker 2, and I like it just as much as Builder Mario. Bowser's Santa. Bowser makes a much better Santa than Mario could ever be, even though there's probably weapons inside those presents. What I find especially charming is the Christmas lights on the back of his shell. 10 out of 10 design. Fire Rosalina. Probably the most underwhelming Rosalina costume, but it's still fine. I like how the hair is tied back so she doesn't light her hair on fire. Party Time Lakitu. It's a given for a New Year's costume to look absolutely dazzling, and this is no exception. Love the glittery bow tie and gloves. The top hat is real fancy too. And I like how the Cloud has a scarf. Lakitu's just looking after his little buddy. Luigi Lederhosen. This is the dumbest costume you could have picked to represent Germany. Lederhosen at least fits for Luigi because it's green, but this is just a bit too silly for my liking. Cat Peach. Yeah, the cat suits make me pretty uncomfortable. Like it's a cat body with a human face. Just really gives me the creeps. Cat Toad. I don't have much of an issue with him as I do Cat Peach since Toad's face is less human-like. It still looks a bit uncanny. Pauline Rose. Another amazing Pauline alternate costume. Reminds me of like those old-fashioned 1930s dresses. I don't know what they're called. It's weird that the roses are on the inside of the bouquet instead of sticking it out, but that's just a nitpick. Penguin Toad. The penguin suit fits Toad a lot more than Luigi. He actually ends up looking pretty adorable. Mario Racing. The patterns on that helmet and suit really does it for me. I also like the brands on his suit too. Something I wish the Pit Crew Toads had. Shy Guy Ninja. Also one of my favorite costumes. I just love the little ninja sword. And in-game, one of his animations has him turn into a scroll, and that's just so cool. No complaints, but I think the pink variant does not look as appealing as the blue. King Bob Gold. He is at least better than Gold King Boo, but not by much. And like most of the other Gold characters, he looks much worse in-game than in the render. Again, Silver Crown is cool, but that's really all I can give to him. Baby Mario Koala. I didn't really care for this costume at first, but I think it's growing on me. It's a simple design for an alternate skin, but it's still pretty cute. Just ignore the koala backpack staring into your soul. Builder Toadette. Same issues I have with Builder Toad. I think they should have added a bit more. Mario Tuxedo. Really liked this costume when it debuted in Odyssey, and I still like it here. Got a nice red bow tie. Luigi Painter. I wish we got Painter Mario instead, but I think he has enough costumes. I still like Luigi Painter though, especially the attention of detail where he got all the paint marks on his apron. My man never looked so French. Daisy Swimwear. I hope you like yellow and orange. I don't all that much, but I don't dislike this costume. It's a more unique design for a swimsuit where it has like different layers and stuff instead of a flat dress. Mario Baseball. That's Mario, but he's a baseball pitcher. Really nothing special, much like baseball as a sport. Peach Taiko. A taiko drummer is such a cool concept for an alternate skin, and it's even better in execution. I wish she pulled out the drums in game though, because she's just carrying around sticks for no reason. Penguin Mario. The penguin suit also fits Mario pretty well. I don't know why it's only an issue for Luigi, maybe it's just the tone of blue on Mario's suit. It could also just be nostalgia for Mario Bros. Wii. Yoshi Kangaroo. Finally a good Yoshi skin. As you can see, he's pretty much the CEO of Australia. I mean, you got the Outback hat, the kangaroo ears, the scarf resembling the Australian flag. Maybe the design is a bit all over the place, but it gets the message across pretty well. Tanuki Mario. Even though I don't like the cat suits, I do like the Tanuki suits. It's a more cartoony depiction of a raccoon slash Tanuki when the cat suits are more realistic. I also have a bit of bias since this is who I play as in Mario Kart 8 most of the time. Tanuki Rosalina. I don't know how I feel about this one. The Tanuki suit for both Peach and Rosalina were designed, I guess, to look more feminine, I guess? But I feel like it's exaggerated a bit to the point that it has the anatomy of a Twitter OC. It's not like the worst thing in the world, so it gets a 5. Waluigi Vampire. I mean, it's Waluigi Vampire. Actual perfection. Everything from the fangs to the fancy hat and the purple cape. Again, actual perfection. Mario Satellaview. Honestly, I just prefer the normal astronaut Mario costume, because this spacesuit looks like it's made out of Lego. Penguin Toadette. Just as precious as Penguin Toad, but bonus points for the vest. Meowser. Now this is an amazing design. This is what I wish they did with the other characters' cat suits, where instead of a suit, just make them cats. I know people will be saying, oh, that sounds so cursed. Is it more cursed than a cat with a human face? Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. Meowser is a solid 9. Cat Rosalina? God damn it. Same issues with the other cat suits, but I guess it's kinda neat that her fur is black instead of doing the obvious choice of blue. Luigi Vacation? Maybe not as cool looking as Sunshine Mario, but that is not a fair comparison. Love his mushroom pattern shirt, but maybe he's a bit underdressed. But if you ignore that, we have another great vacation skin. Mario Golfer. It's Mario, but his clothes have the American flag pattern on it. Because there's nothing more American than golf. Even though golf did not originate in the US. Luigi Golfer. Just slightly less good than Golfer Mario just because I like the red stripes with the stars and the green. Mario Aviator. It's Mario, but he's an old-timey pilot. I like his comical amount of zippers. Mario Samurai. I'm not really feeling this one. I feel like it's a bit extra. That being said, the red, black, and blue is a good trio of colors. Peach Yukata. Remember when I was talking about Peach Komodo and I said there was a Peach skin similar to that one but better? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I much prefer this design with the heart pattern and the boo mask. Rosalina Voltodom. I don't know why they cook so much more with Rosalina costumes, but I'm not complaining. I love the black dress and how one of her animations in the game is her pulling out a bouquet. Daisy Farmer. It's refreshing to give a princess an alternate costume that isn't like some form of dress. But me personally, I'm not really feeling this one. Dr. Mario. He is Dr. Mario and he is saving lives. A classic outfit and still holds up to this day. Dr. Luigi. Pretty solid design. I mean, it's Luigi, but a doctor. I think it's funny that he has a green clipboard though. Dr. Peach. I like this one as well, and it's neat that her uniform is pink instead of making it white like the other doctors. Dr. Bowser. Now, this is probably the best doctor design, and it's a perfect design for Dr. Bowser. He still has the whole hexagon and spike theming that Bowser is associated with, but just translating it into a doctor's outfit. Cat Mario. Still have an issue with the cat suits, but Mario's being yellow instead of red was a good decision. Cat Luigi. Yeah, this is my least favorite cat suit. Not a fan of the suit being green or the spots on it. Chef Rosalina. I've rated the chefs highly so far, so yes, of course, I'm gonna rate Rosalina Chef highly. The light blue and white color scheme is perfect, and it's hard to tell, but if that's star bits in the pot of stew, then that's a very nice touch. Daisy tie dress. This is probably the most popular Daisy costume, and I can definitely see why. I love the big umbrella and the fire flower pattern on the dress. My one complaint is the name, tie dress, and not like the actual name of the dress, which is Shoot Tie. I'm American, sorry. Just an issue with the name, but the costume itself is great. Daisy Sailor. It's a cute sailor outfit and all. Just don't bring her on your boat because her special item is double bombs. What exactly are you planning? Sailor Toadette. I like Toadette's sailor outfit a bit more than Daisy because, I don't know, pink. White Tanuki Mario. Not as appealing as normal Tanuki Mario, but shoutouts to him for carrying me through 3D Land as a kid. Charging Chuck Gold. Another meh costume, but I appreciate that they chose Charging Chuck. The silver stripe on the helmet is cool, I guess. Luigi Knight. Knight suits just look cool in general, and I think Luigi is slaying in this costume. Get it? Because he's a knight and slays dragon. King Mario. I am not a fan of King Mario. He looks a bit silly, like he's a kid with a big rainbow lollipop, and it doesn't help that he's tied to the biggest scam in Mario Kart Tour history. I feel bad for everyone for spending like $100 to get him. The Luigi Waiter is a perfect way to design with the white and green uniform. What makes me a bit uncomfortable is his naked hands. I'm just not used to seeing that. Gold, Petey, Piranha. This might be the ugliest in the whole game if it wasn't for Egg Hunt Yoshi. The gold tongue makes me very uncomfortable. The spots are white, not even silver, and it looks even worse in game. This gentleman is getting the rare one. Kitsune Luigi. I always liked how they gave Luigi a unique Super Leaf costume. Even if I like how the Tanuki suits look more, Kitsune Luigi still looks great. Wintertime Larry. I never thought a Koopaling would get an alternate costume, let alone Larry, but here we are. That being said, I love this design. The snowflakes in his hair, the winter scarf, and the snow boots all look so charming. Toad Astronaut. I don't know why, but this particular tone of blue just looks really nice. That's all I have to say, really. I mean, it's Toad as an astronaut. Astronaut Toadette. I think it's cute and all, but I have an issue with this particular render. Why is she opening her helmet? Does she want to die? Shy Guy Explorer. He's just a little guy, ready to mine some diamonds. I like the crystals in his backpack, and I find it funny that the pickaxe is bigger than himself. Toad Tourist. You've gathered that I'm a sucker for the whole vacation aesthetic, so of course I like Tourist Toad. Although I have some issues more than the other vacation costumes. Not really a fan of the orange tinted sunglasses. I would have liked it more if they were shades. And the hat on top of the mushroom looks ridiculous. I wish that the hat actually fit on him instead of resting on top. Donkey Kong Gladiator. Finally, Donkey Kong gets an alternate skin, and I think it was worth the wait. I like how the sword is wooden. It gives the whole costume a sort of homemade cosplay feel. Cowgirl Pauline. A Pauline costume that goes hard, who would have guessed? The fact that red is her color just makes a cowgirl outfit so fitting. Mario Black Suit. Yes, it is pretty similar to Mario Musician, but at the same time it has its own style. Like the fact that Mario looks more like a mob boss makes him look kind of intimidating. Gold Wiggler. Not the worst gold skin, but also not the best. And at this point, is another gold skin really necessary? And finally, Gold Mario. Well, this is the last one, and it's pretty much Metal Mario, but not as cool looking. This render reminds me of those guys that pretend to be statues. That's really the only feeling I get out of this costume. Well, that was all of them. To be honest, I miss playing Mario Kart Tour and seeing what the next cool costume is going to be. But since they stopped adding new content to the game, that excitement is all gone now. But in the end, the game created lots of cool and unique costumes for characters, for the most part. Anyways, if you watched to the end, thank you for doing so. It's much different from my normal gameplay videos, so let me know if you like this kind of stuff. Now if you excuse me, I'll be staring at a Sunshine Mario PNG for 2 hours.
Wow!